guys, this is Maria. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you perfect gifts for your 1-year-old. If you're new to my channel, I am a mom of 3. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old baby girl. Over the course of these years, I've learned one thing. Even though children develop at a different pace, like mine, started walking within like 3-4 months of each other, teething at a different time, in all of the major milestones and all of the major interests are very similar throughout the first 2 years of life. So majority of these toys will do great for both girls and boys and will help further their development. I will start with few of the bigger gifts because the gross motor milestones for 1-year-olds are the biggest ones, such as walking and climbing and running and doing all those things. So I'm gonna cover the bigger gross motor gifts first. Number 1 on my list is the Pickler's Triangle. It is a Montessori inspired climbing structure, very similar to the one you can see in the background behind me. There's different varieties available online, but basically the idea of the structure is to encourage your child's climbing. You've heard about sensitive periods. If you haven't, there's lots of videos on YouTube, but your baby or your toddler, wherever they fall, will soon already going through a sensitive period for climbing. It is very age appropriate for them, and you want to provide them the objects that it is safe to climb on. So having a Pickler's Triangle helps your child develop many motor skills, from being able to climb to being able to slide. Juliet, originally she was just climbing up the ramp, but now she's able to actually climb up the stairs. But the age of 2, your child, I think it's between 18 months and 24 months, your child is expected to be able to walk up the stairs by holding on to the railing. So that will help them with that gross motor movement. And it is also a fun thing to have at home, gives them lots of ability to practice a variety of skills. You can put the cars down the ramp, balls down the ramp, so lots of fun imaginative play as well. My next gift idea is giant soft blocks. I actually mentioned this toy. I don't even want to say toy. It's a material in so many of my videos. It was part of my greatest 10 gifts of all times video. These blocks are great for any age. My 7-year-old still uses them to build stuff. With 1-year-olds, what is great to do with those, you can build towers. Children are going through this stage of breaking things and knocking things down. Those soft blocks won't hurt them. And eventually, once they go into sensitive period for heavy work that happens between like 15 and 18 months, they will start stacking them and carrying them around, and it's a perfect first object to do this sort of things with. The next 2 toys are push toys and pull toys. Depending on where your child is with walking, if they're already confidently walking, they will be absolutely super excited about the push toys. They are very basic, very simple. You just give the child a push toy and they walk around with it. It makes a sound. Great way to practice walking skills and work on that balance as well, because one of the hands is busy. Same for the pull toys. You can start with pull toys actually even before they start walking, because you can teach them that while you're pulling on the string, the toy is moving towards you. We have this pull elephant that I think I bought it for my first daughter originally, and Juliet really loves it. And the next step, once they master walking, they can pull that pull toy behind them. Moving on to some other fun toys, one of the number 1 things and number 1 sensory experiences that majority of young children love is water play. And having a water table available for them in the backyard, on the back patio, is a great idea. I know it kind of is seasonal for many of you who doesn't live in the warm climate. Just having it outdoors, even during the summer months, your child will absolutely love it. This would be money well spent. Juliet plays with her water table every single day. I had water table for Justin as well, and he played with it up until he actually still likes playing with Juliet's water table, and he's 5. There's a large variety. Ours right now is from step 2. I tend to like step 2 toys that are plastic, just because they're very hardy and they will last you years. I do prefer buying wooden toys, as you can see, and I do follow Montessori approach, but for certain things that live outside, I feel like, or I was gonna go through a heavy use, I'm okay with having plastic. Introducing your children to like sensory experiences is a great idea during this time period. So having like a sandbox, or again, there is sand and water table available out there that you can use as they grow older and you do certain sensory bins with. That would be a great investment as well. We have a sandbox in the backyard. We have not introduced Julia to it just because it's really hot outside, so playing in the sand out there is just not available to us at that very moment. But as soon as it gets cooler, we're gonna fill it up with fresh sand, and her and I'm sure we're gonna spend lots and lots of time outdoors. Now I'm going to move on to a bit smaller toys that your child will enjoy and that will benefit their development. With my third one, I was introduced to Lovevery play kits and toys. Lovevery has generously gifted us quite a few of their items, and I will tell you that I personally love them. They are very well made. All of the materials are non-toxic. So they actually recently were partnered with Target, so if you haven't been subscribed to their play kits, now you can purchase their toys separately at Target, and all of them are great because they work on the variety of age appropriate developmental skills, as it is opening or posting, or it is hand-eye coordination. Like their object permanence toys are great. It's the ones where you can put the ball into the box and the balls roll out, or you have to put it in the box and you have to move the object. So it kind of teaches your child critical thinking and a variety of skills that they have to develop to move on to the next level. So a few toys that we've received that from their Target collaboration were stacking stones, then felt baskets, also an object permanence with a door where you put the ball in and then you open it, and then you can get the ball out of there. And then the last one was a shapes puzzle, like a chunky note puzzles, which I do have also from my previous children from Melisande. What I like about Lovevery, it's all the pictures are actual photographic images of children and objects. It is very close to Montessori philosophy that you want to represent children with photographic images because that helps develop their speech better than any drawings. It is actually supported by research today. To round up all of the toy suggestions, number one would be like a pounding ball tower or object permanence toy where you can take a ball and put it in a box and either open it or it rolls out, or you have to perform an action. Again, it works on a variety of skills from fine motor and hand-eye coordination to critical thinking. Okay, well, where did the ball go? How can I get it? So multi-step processes. Another great toy is all sorts of stacking. Children love stacking. All of my children love Matryoshka dolls. They still love them actually. Now they just collect them, they like them for their looks, but when they were little at this age, I swear, but all of them would sit for 15 minutes trying to put like medium-sized Matryoshka pieces together and snap them and then pull them apart and snap them and pull them apart. It probably was one of the things that took up the majority of their attention. And then the next great toy is all sorts of things that when you can put peg into the cup. They like putting things into things. They like putting things into the box and then pulling them out. I have a Lovevery toy from back when she was little. It's like pulling scarves. It's a magic tissue box, and Juliet loves pulling it completely, then opening the back of it and stuffing it back in. It's them making sense of what's happening, kind of breaking down the process. Also, your child would love any sort of track, like if you can put the car down the track, ball down the track. I have a car track. And again, this time around, I don't invest into as many pieces as I did before. I'm kind of using what I have. So, but if I would be buying one now, I would definitely also buy a ball track. Children love those. Having a barn or a farm or a horse stable. Some of the first words that your child will say will be sounds of the animals. Those are the easiest ones to work on. And Juliet loves horses and loves the horse barn. She does for horses, she pulls them all out and then she attempts to put them in. Her skills aren't there yet. And then we have also a barn for Melisande where she can grab them all out and you can make sounds of the animals. So it's great for developmental play and also great for them to just play with. Also having animals that are actual replicas of the animals is also great because you can do lots of matching activities in the future, and the child would love to have just a basket full of animals. All three of mine loved it. If you don't have musical instruments yet, it's time to introduce them, whether it is all in one with xylophone, drums, cymbals, and all that, or separate drums and shakers of all sorts. Create a musical basket because children love to make sounds themselves. You can sing with them, you can tap on it, and it provides lots of opportunities for speech development as well, and lots of fun times with your little ones. I think this is it, guys. I've covered the majority of materials and toys that I wanted to share. I have also developed a Montessori-inspired curriculum for children starting 15 months that I'll start implementing with Juliet here very soon. It goes over all of the activities that you can do with household items or certain things. It is available on teachable.com. I'll link it for you below. And it kind of gives you a breakdown week by week what you can do with your children, from art projects to fine motor, speech development, gross motor development, all those things. So if you're interested, check it out. I'll link it below again. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back for more if you're looking for more mommy related content. I'll see you later.